Hey all, it's me, Laura B. at Craft and See with Laura B. How is everyone today? I am okay. Yeah, I know. I'm here. I'm actually going to, this is not a flip through. This is finishing decorating. I'm just looking at my camera. Just make sure nothing's, anyway, I have to say that I'm inspired to do this by Carrie over at the Paper Monkey. I was watching her video this morning of her first year on YouTube and what she has learned. First of all, congratulations, Carrie. And she was talking about the viewers, her subs, and doing this and how it, I think she said, made her a better crafter. And I think she also said more sure of herself with it. And it really inspired me to try very hard to overcome my anxieties when I turn the camera on. It's very difficult for me to film, especially other than a flip through, because I feel like I stumble over my words. I can't explain what I want. I get all nervous. I've always have. And so anyway, thank you, Carrie. You've inspired me to come on here, face my fears again, and really try to work through this. So, this is my small Peter Rabbit journal. He measures, for those of you in the US, I do not know my other things, centimeters and all that stuff. So, he is 6 by 4. Yep, 4 by 6. 6 by 4, whatever. Anyway, so this is the cover. This is also a file folder. I need to glue that back down. Ugh. So we'll just kind of do a little quick flip through real fast and then get on to, all I have to do is, you know, some tags and all that stuff. And then I thought we could choose the tie that we're going to use. Come on, get in there. Get in there, go, get in there. Alright, so here's the cover. This kit, by the way, is Peter Rabbit. It's the Mega Bundle by Victoria Designs. And I took one of her embellishments and just glued him to, I don't know, you know, some cereal box or whatever. Both of these. And this is actually, I don't know if I cut this way. I think this is one of her, like, strips like you can do for washi. Put that on there, mounted it all, put buttons. I think these buttons are so cute. Let me turn this other light on, see if that helps. And sorry for it jostling you. Is that a little bit better? I think so. I hope so. Looks better to me. Anyway, so here are the buttons. I'll go like this. These sweet little buttons. And then I put a pocket on it. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. This is another one of her party kits. All these bags come in there, and there's invitations and tickets and all this stuff. And I had made this last year and just never used it, so I am using it as a little ephemera holder. Here's some washi tape that I did and put a Velcro on it. Normally, I don't put anything on the back because of, you know, this factor, but I decided, let's go for it. All right, so here we are, page 1. And here are just background papers, and I did my own food coloring, and I mixed some of this, obviously, sparkly paint. I think it's folk art. Anyway, it's got iridescent colors and all that stuff. So I just made little tags. This is a little bit of a, this actually is this shrunken down with some not tracing paper, vellum. That's actually vellum. And that way you can see little Peter. And there he is. And we have lots to choose from to decorate. Here are the postcards. They actually, I did this on thinner paper, but because front and back. So you actually have 4 of these, and then you have 1 background. That goes there. There's a shrunken page. Here's a little pocket. And I have these stamps that I used. All the background papers, oops, I did, they're either This one is purple and pink, and I really like the way it turned out because, you know, why waste what little you have in the spray bottle? And I don't have enough spray bottles to dedicate them, and I didn't want to toss what I had out. So this is something that I am really pleased or chuffed with, and I've not seen it done anywhere before or anything like this. Doesn't mean it's not out there, just means I haven't seen it. I took this. These are the mini books, and they're by my porch prince, and I've forgotten her name. Anyway, I use these, and they're Beatrix Potter. Her little mini kit is Beatrix Potter. And so I pulled these out. I double-sided them so you can chart. You can journal on each side. And in order to keep them down, I took this really sweet ribbon from the $1.25 store and just made a Velcro closure. And then you have this one. That one I kind of glued upside down or the first one because I cut it wonky. There you go. And you all know how I am with straight, even, all that stuff. I really wish I wasn't. Trying, people. Trying. Ooh, come on. And this is Jemima Puddle Duck. Oops, come on. I just double-sided taped the bottoms down, so I might need to go back and reinforce those. And here is just, I think these came from Mitzie at 307 Junk Journals. Mitzie over there. Another pocket. There's little journaling cards. I decided not to do anything with the backs of those, I think, so far. I want to shut that window. The upper side of that paper. And there's this. And then I did what I like to do. Try not to get boring, y'all, but I really like this. I take the background papers of whatever kit, double side them, and then make little envelopes out of them for my center pull. And I forgot there is a tuck there. Let me put our belly band, I should say. Let me put this right here so I remember. Come on, get out. All right, come on. There we go. So here's that, and these are the cards. Just journaling cards. These are also, you know, again, I have these Easter stamps. I just use the bunny parts. I may or may not do an Easter journal. I mean, it's Saturday before Easter. Come on, I might not have time. And then there's these two. Which I put that there. I want to put something here. So I'm trying to get it so the little peekaboo shows. Come on, okay, there we go. And you know how I always save this in case I want to put a charm on it or something. We have this to decorate. This is just one of my alcohol ink papers when I was messing around on my jelly plate, and so I thought I would include that. I like the colors. This is another little, I don't know, pocket. Oh, wow. I think I glued it too tight. Oh, come on. I didn't even look at the time when I started this. I am not very good about setting a timer. Y'all know that. I'm trying to make this. Come on. They are a little snug. There we go. I keep pinching it. So there's that. This is just a little fold over. You know, I don't know what you call it. Fold this part over, and it's got gussets. Excuse me. Yeah, I need to cut this down. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. So how is everyone? I'm doing pretty good. I've had a rough week. In all honesty, it's not been the easiest. But I'm here. I actually slept last night. I slept 9 hours. 9 hours, y'all. Count them. 9. And I just don't sleep that long. I'm usually maybe 6.5. But I did not sleep on Tuesday night. I got maybe 3 hours. And those 3 hours were all before 1 a.m. in the morning, and so that just really sucked. Here are the other 2 postcards, and I just did some stamping. And here's some. Now, my dears, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Peter Rabbit. And then here's another card that I backed with some papers. Accidentally got the bow stamp on there, and I will show you that in a minute. I think. Here's more of that paper, the other side of the cards. There's that. Here's another tag we get to decorate. And I did this again because I liked it so much. And it pulls out. Ugh, there's that double-sided tape is really narrow right there. I might just take a little dabble do ya on these. Because I tried it with this yesterday and it just kind of mushed everywhere. You know, like it's doing right now. There. Let's see if that'll. And it leaves a mark, which is what I don't like. And I'm not sure which story this comes out of. We'll just put this back. And this one I cut a little bit too long. Because that's not working. Come on. Bah. See? Just because we have a YouTube channel does not mean things go well for us. And I tend to like to show these just so you know you're not alone. And so this one comes out that way. Come on now. Come on now. See, these are the things. There we go. Mr. Todd. I think he is. And then one more. And come on. That tape got right on the edge. I will definitely have to. Darn it. Dadgummit. Ew. So my chickens are free range. No, and here's the thing with that. So my chickens are free range. They have the whole of the backyard. Isabeau isn't chasing them, and all seem to be going well. She comes in one day, and I kind of suspected this, but she comes in one day smelling like, I'll not use a bad word, but I won't use a polite word. Chicken crap. Her whole, I mean, smell. Here we go. Where did I put that? There was one I did and I wanted to show you. And I must have just talked right through it. Anyway. So, yeah, she came in. She'd been out there snarfing up chicken, you know what. Which, you know, dogs. Dogs do what dogs do. And it was nasty. And so later, I go out there and the chickens are eating her crap. It was a crap day. It was a crap day, literally and figuratively. So I've got my dog eating the chicken crap, the chicken's eating the dog crap. And then I lost my crap all over my dog that night because she wouldn't stop eating the chicken crap. It was just, it was one of those, can I go back to bed and never get out again? And of course that was the day that I had not slept at all. So, you know, there he is. No, he's not. Where did I put him? Dang it, gummit. I will find him. Anyway, so here we are. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's start at the very beginning, you know. These fit. Anyway, so yeah, it was, you know, it was not a good day. It was, and then, you know, I didn't sleep that Wednesday night very well. And then, you know, on to Thursday night, I didn't sleep very well. And blah, blah, blah. I had my first physical therapy on Wednesday. It turns out I have, my left side is weak due to, you know, this scum-sucking pig of a disease called MS. And it turns out my left side is very weak, which is why I'm in a lot of pain and hard to sit and Anyway, so I have all these things here, all these stickers. I had, you know, a while ago I had gone through and actually organized stuff, believe it or not. And I got these new stickers that I think we need to try out today. They are flutterbies. Really pretty butterflies. Let's try these. I might not use them because they are not, you know, pink. They don't go with it really, I don't think. So, let's go to the other stickers. I've got plenty of them. So, okay. So I told you about my, crap week, my crap day. I mean, it was just the most disgusting thing, y'all. The most disgusting thing I've ever. Oh, she stunk. Oh, it was horrid. It was absolutely horrible. And so I read up on it, and it was saying that one way to try to discourage would be to put hot sauce on the chicken poop, because dogs might not like the taste, and after a few mouthfuls they may stop. Excuse me, I have to take a slurp of coffee. So there I am, Thursday morning, going out there with a bottle of Tapatio, finding every chicken poop I could find, and so guess what? Yesterday afternoon, late afternoon, she comes in smelling like chicken crap again. So I would think the other thing they said is, I read, is that you can buy, could feed your chickens pineapple, and the dogs don't like the taste of pineapple in poo. I've heard that before. I've actually, seen it on TV where they did it, because the dog wouldn't stop eating the other dog's poo. It was just nasty. I mean, just nasty. I'm looking for a butterfly, by the way. Yeah, it was just... So, needless to say, she spent a lot of time in her crate on Wednesday. Not all because I told her to go there, but more because I was so just... I'm just going to try really hard, y'all, just to slap things on in a way and not think too hard on it, because you know how I can get all up in my head. Let me see. Ooh, do not fall apart on me. I'm trying to think. Oh, I have this little basket of the all the stuff that I want to use, so I'm looking for... There aren't very many words with this kit. There we go. So I'm going to use these. Let's see, what else is happening? Well, Joe's off to Lacey today. And it's been raining again after like our 6 days of gorgeous weather that ended on Tuesday. I think Tuesday was the last day of that. And so it's been overcast and cooler and, rain off and on. And although it hasn't been as bad as they said that it was going to be. I mean, they made it sound early, the earlier forecast was... I'm cold. That window needs closed. I have a window open because I was hot. So here we go. I'm just really... I don't want to think too much today. So there's that. Actually... Here, we'll do this one. Sweet little rabbit. Oh. Anyway, so PT happened, and they actually, I need to do my exercises after this video, because they know when they sent me a link via text, and that was Thursday, and I wasn't feeling good. Obviously, I wasn't feeling good at all, and I got another text from saying, you haven't logged on yet. And so I clicked on the link, and then it shows me the exercises that I'm supposed to do, and how many I'm supposed to do, all blah, blah, all that. And they're not very many. There's only 4. And they're basically the bridge and all that kind of stuff. But the clam. Yeah. oh my gosh, I could barely get through it. I had to rest a lot during each set because, dang, he gave me this resistance band. And I don't even know where it falls on the you know, the line. I really don't. I don't like that. Now that I did that, I don't like that. So I think I'm going to use one of these. Let's put a carrot. Anyway, it was extraordinarily difficult. It really hurt. So I put a call into him, you know, just, hey, by the way, this is, you know, super painful. And also, I had a question about, am I supposed to do this on both sides, the clam, or just the one side? Because his instructions did not say. But, of course, they were just printouts. And he, honestly, could have told me. But again, I had no sleep. So, that day, pretty much, if they told me, I don't remember. So, next weekend is Easter. Joe will not be here, which is nice. We both get a break. Okay, I gotta close that window. I'm sorry. Of course, I run into the fan. That's been in the window pretty much permanently. It's not running. It hasn't been running most of the winter. It did a little bit last week, I think. But I have so many fans because I'm so hot that I gotta put them somewhere. Eh. Not much. Oh, I also on this, I glossy accented, that's a word. Right here, I cut these, you know, I punched these little rivets out, or whatever they're called. Used my Crocodile and then glossy accented. Once they dried, I used a little bit of the, what is that called? That puff paint. You know, Kandace over at Journal Me Crazy uses it a lot, and to make it look a little goldy. There, those are done. I did pull some of these out for decorations, page decorations, so put your pen back in your glue. Anyway, let's see what else. It's been a while. Really, you know, it's just day by day by day by day, and, you know, some things are worth talking about and some things are not. You know? Okay, I want this side glued. Oh, I bought this Tombow glue because I've seen a lot of people use it, and I was like, well, maybe it's better. It's got a long dry time. You know, I found. And I bought the Tombow tape. They were having a special on it, you know, the runner. And is there a trick to using those tape runners? I just don't seem to be having very good luck. This is more of that page that I printed. Actually, this is supposed to go on the bottom. Shoot. I wonder if this one will be enough. Yeah, crap on a crap cracker, y'all. There, we'll do this side. Ooh. Alright, there we go. Idaho. There we go. Here's a bow. Alright. I wanted this because of the orientation, if I could find it, to go on the bottom. If I could find a page, like right there. But we'll do it on the opposite side, you know. Can't have it lopsided. You know, that just, no. That's just not right. I'll leave it. I'm really, you know, trying to under-decorate sometimes, and then send a bunch of stuff, you know, for hopefully, when she's my reach. I have problems with corners. You're my European, you know, Eurasian colored doves, I think they're called. I looked all this up a couple years ago when I first moved in, and, you know, now I've forgotten all about it. Oh, I want to thank, and again, see, my memory with names. I don't know who it was. Oh, I'm so sorry. But she reminded me that they were Roman numerals. From my last video, my flip through, I couldn't remember. I kept saying Latin, and I knew I was wrong. I knew this is not the right terminology. You're using the wrong, but I couldn't remember it. I could not call forth Roman, call it forth. So, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, let's see. I'm hoping next Sunday, that Donna comes to see me. I haven't seen her. We haven't seen each other for a while. It's just, we don't live that far, but, life, and then my issues with leaving the house and being gone. That's what really... I put that right there. And that's what tends to get me, is actually leaving the house. And I have this compulsion, there's something in my head after a while that is like, gotta get home, gotta get home, gotta get home, gotta get home. It's just insane. It really is. If anybody else has this, Rabeem, I understand, commiserate. I totally get it. But, the only way out of it is through it. So, I was talking to the point that they called me. I had mentioned to my physical therapist about virtual visits. We were just kind of chit-chatting. And, because my next PT appointment isn't until the 17th, obviously, of next month. Anyway, they called me and said, if you're interested in virtual visits, call us back. So I did, and we talked about it, and I was like, you know what? I really think I should just stick with in-person because, he's 5 minutes up the road, and I need to not do everything virtual. Oh, I got this book at the urging of my therapist. I'm not going to deny the fact or hide the fact that I'm in therapy. And I love my therapist. I really do. I think he's wonderful. He's a psychologist, and he's very goal-oriented. So if he's like, if you just want to sit on the couch whining about your mom for 10 years, yeah, not your guy. And so, anyway, he recommended this book called The Book of Joy, and it's an interview with the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu. And I'm not very far into it, but wow, it's really good so far. I spent, I don't know how much time reading and highlighting yesterday. It's not, for me, a pleasure book. Reading a book just because you love it. I'm studying it. That's how I'm approaching it more. Studying it. But it's, it's two men that have gone through great hardships but yet have a deep joy. And the difference between, they're talking about the difference between joy and happiness. And I'm not going to preach, just to say I'm really enjoying it. And if you get the chance, I highly recommend you go do it. And I'm going to do something right here, so hang on. I don't know if these paper clips will be big enough. Oh, come on. I got these rose gold ones that Tommy over at Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy graciously sent me last year that I just love because, rose gold. Why not? Ooh, that is almost perfect. Look at that! Ah, it worked. I love it when a plan comes together. I lost where I was. Oh well, there it is. I bought this glue because, Scotch Create is always out. And I find stick glues goopy. And they, you know, see, and they do that. You can see that, you know, right there. How it comes over. I just really dislike it. It just messy, and it gets everywhere. And this purple school glue that, you know, is really dry, I think I'm going to try that again, because I don't remember it being this bad. I remember that it didn't stick very well. But if I'm going to use, look at it, see? See that glue? Yeah. There. Sticking to me, sticking to me, sticking to me. There we go. Oh, I like how that looks. Let me get my glue erasers. And just kind of, my head's not in frame, but there we go. I've been on at least half an hour, 40 minutes. All right. There was something I was going to tell you, and now I've forgotten why. Forgotten what it was. My memory. I'm sure y'all know how that goes. Oh, what have I been watching? Well, I've been watching a lot of Star Trek The Next Generation. A lot of Star Trek The Next Generation. And I just got done yesterday watching season 6, Chain of Command. Oh, that was really good. You know, they had some really cheesy episodes, but they also had some really good ones. And this one was really good. And Sir Patrick Stewart does a wonderful job. Oops. Oh well. I cannot, for the life of me, decide, honestly, who is the better actor in that series, Patrick Stewart or Brent Spiner. He was just excellent. I guess I could get some lace out. Meh. Oh, just meh. Whatever. Let's see. I've got this box of stuff. This is more, I think I put in here. I think this is more of like backgrounds. Yeah. Use it for collage. That kind of stuff. So, I don't care. I'm going to use one of these. I've been wanting to use them. I just got them. We're going to use one. You know, because there's butterflies in McGregor's garden. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? How about this one, y'all? I'll use this one. I have a playlist of music videos on my channel. You know, on YouTube. I've saved. I do a lot of playlists, as you can see. Anyway, so I have this playlist called Attitude Adjustment. It has all these songs that just make me happy and that want to sing and dance and, you know. Especially, what's the one well, I know. Like her or love her, but Taylor Swift's Shake It Off really gets me in that mind frame of just, you know, let people talk. Just ignore everybody. You do you, boo, and let them do them. That thing. Anyway, so just before I started filming, I was listening to It's Raining Men. It's raining men. Hallelujah. Yeah, that song cracks me up. Just why? I don't know. But it is a private playlist because, you know, some songs people would find objectionable. I happen to like Kid Rock. And I have a couple of his explicit songs on there. So, not for everyone. I understand that. Oh, the other thing I've been doing the last couple nights is watching how the universe works. Because you can't get the universe unless you subscribe to History Vault. And you know what? I have enough streaming services. I don't need to pay for another one. Remember when there was just ABC, NBC, CBS, and you occasionally get this channel called 13 on the dial, and then sometimes you'd have to go to UHF, and then you'd have the one dial, and then you'd have the other one. You have to fine tune them and monkey with the Remember that? Does anybody remember that besides me? I know y'all do. Back in the good old days when if you had the right cable box, I know, but I can't think of many children that did not do this, especially if you were a boy. Not a boy, wasn't raised with a boy, but if you click the things just right, you might see a little bit of nudie bits. Back like when they had Cinemax and all that stuff. Yeah. Yes, I remember that. Let's get some flowers out. It might have been more of a guy thing, though. This is a nice bright spot of color. And I dislike the white. So let me try to shave a little bit more off of it. So yeah, old school here. Well, okay, not that old school. I don't think. Oh my gosh, speaking of, y'all. I'm sorry, I still cannot believe I did this. I cannot believe. So I took some stuff back, sent some stuff back to Amazon. I got an OtterBox phone case for my phone, and the end part where you plug the phone in, it wouldn't click together. It was like raised on the end, so it would not click together around your phone, so you couldn't, get the rubber. Anyway, so I had to buy a new phone case. I sent it back. So anyway, point is, I'm at UPS store yesterday, and, young kid was working at the counter. I mean, he's been there. I've seen him several times, but he doesn't look anything over 20, if that. I mean, they just look like babies when you're in your 50s and older. Anyway. So, he takes my thing, and I was having an issue because it wouldn't pull up on the return barcode, wouldn't pull up. And so I don't have the app on my phone, so I'd go to the website on my phone and all that stuff. Anyway, so he takes it, scans it in, gives me my receipt, and I'm like, okay, thank you, son. Son, y'all. I said, thank you, son. But I walked out of that store. To make it worse, I walked out of that store going, muttering to myself, why did I call him son? So I asked Donna, who's my mom? Basically, she old enough to be my mom. In fact, she has 2 kids older than I am. And I'm like, have you ever done that? She says, no. I'm like, what am I, 90? Call him kids' son? Oh my gosh. Of course, now I call them kids or whippersnappers. But yeah, thank you, son. And I have a friend, I told her, and I was like, I cannot believe I said that. And she's like, I've done the same thing a couple times. And I'm like, what? And she's 3 or 4 or 5 years younger than me. I don't know. She's not quite 50. Not quite. So, yeah. Thank you, son. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, son. I know, I'm really slow at this. But you got to hear my story about how I said thank you, son. Because, I'm full of stories. Oh, we're going back to the chicken talk. I had to block off under the shed because I highly suspect that foghorn, if you didn't hear the last video, I bought 4 new hens at the beginning of the month, and they are leghorns, and foghorn leghorn, and they're identical, and they don't have a leg band on them yet, because honestly I haven't researched where to find one, and I would only need 2. Anywho, so I named them Foghorn, and that they're woke, if you will, and they prefer the pronoun they, and to go by the collective Foghorn. So kind of like Borg meets, the non-binary stuff. So yeah, foghorn. Anyway, I all of a sudden just stopped getting eggs from them, and they are supposed to be excellent layers. I need to make a thing. Real fast. Oh, it's like hog. Oh, look at this. That was from last year. And we shall use it. Anyway, back to the story. I just suddenly stopped getting eggs, and then one of them, both of them, I don't know, would disappear. I'd be out there calling, and I couldn't find them, you know, because they're free range now, and I don't want them, they can't fly because I clipped their feathers, their flight feathers. The point is, I'm a new mommy with them. I'm always checking on them. I'll go 2.5. And I couldn't find them. I'd go out there, and I'd be calling and calling and calling, and you know, I'd count them, and I'd see every single one of them, except for one of the leg bars. Just, not leg bars, leghorns. And I couldn't find her. And then suddenly she would appear from back behind the shed. Well, you know, the rabbits live under there, and, you know, the chickens can get under there. And so I'm thinking she better not be laying her eggs back there. Now, I looked as much as I could, which is difficult. It is raised by about, you guys, about that much. Is that going to be, let's see if I can open it up a little bit more. Anyway, so I had to block it off the back of it where she seemed to be going, where it was a little bit higher access. Now, I looked under there, like I said, I couldn't see any eggs, but I don't trust her. So, and guess what? They lay white eggs. There was a leg bar. Good night, nurse. There was a foghorn egg this morning. So, if I get 2, I will know that she was most likely laying eggs under there, which you don't want, because A, you don't get the eggs, and B, it just invites critters you don't want. And I need to shut up and hurry up and get this done in this one episode. My glue book. I think there's I don't even know if you call it a challenge, one of those hashtag things that, it's not Carrie from the Papercraft, you know, Carrie the Paper Monkey, which I love that name, by the way. It cracks me up. You know, however many monkeys jumping on a tree, jumping on the bed. Anyway, it's this, I'll try to include it. It's a monthly challenge. It's the first Monday of every month, and I can't remember now that I started talking about it. I can't remember. Anyway, you use a prompt like March's was a book page, I believe, and you make it. It's an ephemera thing. I don't know if you have to do so many. She is not the one, I guess you call it, hosting it. You know, it's someone else's. Again, whose name escapes me because, you know, me and names. Come on, I'm trying to get all the sticky off of it. My sister, my estranged sister. You know, there are good memories. But anyway, she doesn't like sticky hands. And she hates sticky. She hates it. She just, it's like a thing. It's like me and straight and even thing. So, but it's funny because we were drinking White Russians one time. She doesn't like the sticky, so she'd wipe her mouth because she doesn't like the sticky. She'd wipe her mouth with her hand. You know, it was just us sitting out in the backyard, so it's not like we were being rude. So she doesn't like the sticky, so she'd wipe her mouth with her hand, and then she didn't like the sticky on her hand. And so she's wiping her hands. It was just kind of funny. So, to mess with her, one year I wrapped up birthday, Christmas, whatever present. I basically taped the whole thing. You know, like, why did you even use paper? Why didn't you just use tape? Because, anyway, yeah. I remember that every once in a while. Of course, then she told my son, several years ago. One of my anxiety things, when I would get really anxious, I would mess with the light switches. Because to me, if you have more than one light switch in a panel, then they all have to be facing either up or down. They cannot be, they all have to face up or down. And when I would get really anxious, I would go through the house, because I had like 2 or 3 of those, go through the house, and I would be flipping each one, just to, you know, up the stairs, down the stairs, flip, 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 until they were all the same way. The only way they could not face the same direction was if I was in the room at that moment and had the light on. So anyway, my sister told my son, she goes, you know what, you really want to get her go mess with the light switches. And I was like, that ain't funny. That's not funny at all. I was really angry at her for that for quite a while, because it was, to me, that was not funny. No, ma'am. I am going to make this little pool. So yeah, no lights. But now haven't lived in a place with the light switch like that in a while. But my ex-boyfriend, he had one light switch that was turned the opposite direction. And so I made him take it apart and fix it, because I couldn't handle it. I'm sorry. Anxieties aren't fun when you have this OCD. You know, this, ugh. And, you know, some people are like, oh, so you can't handle, you know how they show those things on Facebook, you know, there's, to mess with you, here's what do you call it? Oh, stop it. I'm trying to get it in the middle. Stop it. You know, when they have like all these candies, and they're separated by color, and there's like one that's the wrong color, and how it bothers people. And you know, I'm not going to poo on anybody's idea of what bothers them, or what the technical OCD thing is, except for if it messes with your ability to function at times, as in if it's not straight or even, I freak out, and you know, blah 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 blah, then it is OCD. It is, you know, just because my OCD may not look like somebody else's doesn't mean it's not OCD. Just saying. So please don't poo on anybody else's issues, because we all have them. Some of ours are just a little bit more apparent than others. Anyway, what else was I going to say? I cannot wait for the sun to come out a little bit more, and I can put my parasols up. And that will give the chickens, when they come out on the deck, that will give them, not just me, because there's zero shade over there, but that will give them shelter just in case they need it, you know. And then on the other side of the house, because our house is long and narrow on a very narrow property, on the other side of the house, I am been thinking of some kind of what I can do, what I have on hand, what I can buy cheaply to make little covered areas for them there too. You know, because you never know. Don't need that anymore. The street's the place to go. While I love these, I absolutely love that Tinne's designs, I didn't find a lot of these kind of things. You know, there's plenty of journaling, and I mean, like, tons and tons of background papers and stuff, but not very many words. Alright, this video is long, and I may have to shorten it, but I really do want to get through it. Just about. Let's see, so we're halfway through almost. I think what I'm going to do, I don't know, y'all aren't here to tell me if you want me to finish it or Ooh, we'll do one of these. One of my, here we go. Birds. Birds are on McGregor's farm. I'll try to shut up and do more talking. Less talking. Less yapping and more slapping. You know. This kind of slapping. Slapping things down. And this, well, I kind of like that. Like I said, this is not an Easter journal, so, you know, I do have quite a few Easter stamps. Like these bunny stamps that I've been using, they're actually Easter stamps. But, you know, I'm trying to make it more streets to go. It's raining men. Okay, so here we go. I think these are the ones I'm looking for. I sure wish I had bigger ones. Not that that's not big enough. Come on, come on. There we go. I don't know what birds and carrots have to do with each other, but they're going to be there, whether they have anything to do with it or not. And let me see, I've got some phrases over here, my box of these little ephemera holders. These are labels from Tracy. Not really. I'm trying to remember what I put where. Here. I think I'll use these. Come on. Come on. Come on out. Come on out. I'm going to put this one on here. These are just stamps that I have, phrases and sayings, and I stamped them onto cardstock. So I have some. My glue bottle is getting low. So I don't know what I'm going to do today other than this. I went to this estate sale, the one where I got those books last weekend. And I had to get rid of my two-seater recliner upstairs because, well, it's old and painful. It's very, very uncomfortable for me. Anyway, I got this twin bed frame, and I gotten one of those twin inflatable mattresses, you know, the ones that kind of blow up on their own. And plywood and everything, and the measurements width on the mattress are 39 inches. It's 39 inches across, so that's what I got the plywood for, right? And the bed frame is one of those adjustable ones that goes from a twin to a full. And I'm like, cool. So I, set it to the specifications of the air mattress, and wouldn't you know it, the headboard is it's like 2 inches short. It will not go through the slots because it's just slightly shy. And I'm like, what? Were twin beds shorter in the 70s, or, because this bed frame is on wheels, and it's so, I just really have a feeling that it's at least my age, maybe more. But anyway, so here I am. My little thing came out. Stay back in there. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what to do because it is just too. Let's see, will this fit anywhere else? Okay, that goes there. So okay, that's where I'm at. We don't need anything there. Actually, will this fit? Barley. It'll barely fit. I don't know what I saw. Somebody, somewhere, had said something like, you know, you change one letter and you get this. And for some reason, no, not gonna go there. I don't like it with the, oh, before the glue dries. There. Good enough. And so for some reason I do it with barely. You know, you change one letter and barely becomes barley. There. Alright. There. I'm going to put something there to cover that up. Anyway. And that's why I say that. Don't know why. Don't know where it came from. Don't know why it struck me. So yeah, life is going good. While I throw things. Sorry. I'm listening to something. I'm hearing something and I was trying to figure out if it was the chickens with their egg call. We're going to put this bird right here because I like it. Because I like it like that. I had to send, so I got new glasses last month, February. And they're a really pretty pair. And a new prescription and everything because, you know, it's not enough that I've been wearing glasses most of my life. Prescription always has to change. I always have to get worse, you know. What friggin' Conan barking about? Neighbor's dog. Oops, sorry. Neighbor's dog is always barking about something. That. And we will do this. Anyway, I know I don't remember what I was saying. How about the chickens? Oh yeah, I couldn't tell if it was like the chickens on the deck behind me, chickens egg calling, or all the constructions down the street. So I was listening. Yeah, I'm excuse me, I'm a nervous mommy with the chickens. You know, there's not a lot of shelter on my property. And I can't see them. I can't look at, there's no window to look out to the backyard to see them. I have to go on to that side of the house, the east side, or the west side. And so not being able to see them readily makes me a little nervous. Let's see if I have a little tiny, teensy, tiny birdie. Bird. I don't need a bird with that. That's just kind of, that's just not, don't need that. But we can, however, a butterfly would look cute with that. An iridescent butterfly. At least in my head. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story. And you can't see me because I'm sitting way back. Sorry. Go like this. There, yay me. These are already done, and I have that one in there that's going to stay the way it is. I keep telling myself not everything needs to be decorated to the nth. So in this month so far, and we still have what, a week and a half left, I have gotten 64 eggs, not counting the 2 that are in there today. I know. I just exploded those 4 young layers. You know, they're the same age as old Gizzy girl. Yeah, and they are just, the Australorps and the Leghorns are phenomenal layers as for what it says. So I'm very, very, very happy with my choice. And I still need to review that guy. I'm so bad at reviews. Oh my gosh. Even with YouTube, especially when I put it on a playlist, you know, you put it on and I craft while I'm doing that. So I use a Tombow. I'm not sure. I could be completely off my rocker, but I thought that I heard that Tombow doesn't show up on old paper, old book page. Cool. See? Did you see that? I know. See, it's very slidey. There. So, let me see. I don't think anything else has been happening. Not really. Get all this stuff off. Just day-to-day living. You know? Day-to-day. I'm really, 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 really glad that, you know, my issues with winter have greatly subsided. Greatly subsided. Okay, I'm still here. This is going here, and we're going to use the decal trimmer, which is really loud. Really loud. I love it to pieces, but it is really loud. It's like, oh my gosh. There. Now I have Oof. Una más, and then we'll be done. I really knew this. I wish that song would stop. Did you see that? Oh, it just flew out of my hand. That's the other thing I don't like about this. It's not easy to get the lid off, and these do not, which I assume are grippies. They don't grip very well. Come on. I'm trying really hard to get this done. It's been over an hour. Almost. What am I doing? I should just put it there. No. You started it, just stick it. Alright. So close. So close, so close, so close. Pin and glue. Okay. This way, this way. That looks nice. So what are you guys tell me about yourself. What are you doing for the weekend? What did you do for the weekend? Because I doubt this is going to go up on Saturday. Depends on how I feel. I have big plans for next weekend, those who celebrate Easter. Isn't this a month of Ramadan? Leave that. I need to put something on here just because it's blank. I think I shall find a flower. What do you say? What say you all? Let's find a flower. I got this idea for these ephemera holders from Mitzie, And I can't remember where she got the idea from, but she does say in one of her videos. Where's the short ones? Don't I have any more short yellows? I don't want to have to fuzzy cut too badly. So, just find one. Just shut up and find one. Good enough. Good enough. Yes, sometimes I don't talk to myself the nicest. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes even though, you know, you don't tell your kids to shut up and do it, but I'm not saying that sometimes they don't need to be told that. Anyway, yes, I don't always talk to myself. Sometimes it's just like, shut up and do it. I have to parent myself, you know, or sometimes talk to myself like I'm a dog when I'm, you know, in the mirror, or leave it. Stick. There. I didn't realize that. Didn't pay attention to that. That's kind of cute, I think. All right. You know what? I am satisfied. Very satisfied with this. I don't feel like I have to do much more, although let's put Benjamin Bunny there. I have this big book, Beatrix Potter book that I gave to my son in '92. Not that he ever really read it. And it's got water damage. And I was thinking of using like one of the pages, but I just can't tear it apart. It's like, do I want to make this a true altered book and make pockets and all that out of it? You know, keep it intact for the most part? I don't know. So I just put it back. I put it back on the shelf. I was like, yeah, no. Yeah, no, I'm not going to decide today. Okay, so here's that. Yay, we finished for the most part, you know. Like I said, I'm really, really trying hard lately to not decorate it to the nth degree. It, you know, when somebody buys this, this is theirs. They get to decorate it. All right, so now here is a little napkin that, you know, I bought a set of 4 at this little shop in Centralia, and I can't decide, do I want to use this, you know, like this part of it, or cut this apart. It's very hard for me to cut these things apart. I think I'm gonna use this one. I'm not ready to use that. I have 4 of them. Not ready to use it. All right. So here we go. Idaho. Let's see if it'll work. No. No, that didn't work for me. Try it again. It might not do it because of all that dots. There it goes. A little bit. No. Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's use this one. Hi, sweet girl. No, wrong side. Ooh, come on. Come on. There. These tear. Okay, that tore decently. Let's try it again. Do another one. Yeah, I think that one is the dots. Okay. So, I'm actually going to have to, might have to put another one in. Yeah, I'm going to have to make another one. So, that's real quick. As fast as I can. Open. Open, 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 and I will measure it again. Can't find that one. We'll find that one. Where's that friggin' pencil? That's all I want is a pencil. That's all I want is a pencil. All I want is a pencil. All I want is pencil. There. Make sure I don't stamp anything else. I have this, like, I call it an intention trimmer. It's not, but most times when I'm right at the very last second, when I'm like lining something up, or I have a paintbrush, paint a wall, the very last second my hand jerks. And I'm like, damn it. Okay, I might have made this a little bit too close, but oh well. Ah, right there on the edge. Look at that, look at that. Oh, my cords are falling out. Oh well, there we go. I'm back. These were right through there. Okay, so we're going to how do I want to do this? Here we go. Okay, having brain issues. Let me see if that'll work. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. Nope. Needs another one. So again, this is Peter Rabbit by Victoria Designs. She does gorgeous work. I absolutely heart it so much. Stick her in this way. And then not. Come on. In. I bought it last year, did a giveaway with it, but never made an actual journal outside of that. That one went to Elaine Peterson in South Africa. So, here is our cute, if I can tie a bow. Okay, there we go. Our super cute little Peter Rabbit journal. Let's see. Real fast again. Where to put it? Right here. See if we can find a cute little charm real fast. Let us do. I'm just obviously going through. Be happy. There. Like this one. And the be happy. I don't think Peter Rabbit wants the you go girl. Alright. Untie once again. Go to the center because I completely forgot about it. And this was supposed to just slide open. Come on. I'm not wanting to be so long you guys are bored. But then again, you know, I'm okay if you fast forward me. Does not bother me. You know, I mean, there's only so much time in the day. And, you know, I subscribe to well over 100 and probably 120 people. I'm not joking. I'm subscribed to a lot. And obviously you can't watch them all. But, again, only so many hours in the day. I get it. You most likely, assuredly have more than just me you watch. So, I understand. And it doesn't hurt my feelings in any way. But as I do this, I'm going to, you know, wrap the credits up as I'm finishing and say, if you liked what you've seen, please, please, please give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment in the comment box, even if it's just a little smiley face. Thumbs up, you know. That really short. There we go. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm trying so hard to put it like this. Do this. Oh, it's sticking to my fingers. I've got glue on my fingers. Like, comment, subscribe. And on that note, I bid you adieu. And, yeah, go there. Peace out. Bye, guys.